All right, so today we are going to start onto our hands and knees. So let's shift back, placing your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Take a moment here. I really want you to push the mat away from you, and right away we're going to activate the core. So we're pushing ourselves back up. Take a breath in. Take an exhale out. Good, let's do one more big breath. Okay, now pressing strongly into both hands. Inhale, reach your right arm up towards the sky. We're going to take your right arm, thread it behind your left. Right shoulder places down into the mat, right ear. Let's take one breath. Good, let's push back up into neutral and we'll switch sides. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Thread your left arm behind your right. Left shoulder plants, left ear. One breath. Good, let's return back to neutral. Let's tuck your toes, push back, downward facing dog. Good, now in downward facing dog, inhale, let's lift our right toes up towards the sky. Come high up onto your left toes, and let's step our right hand to the outside edge, or our right foot to the outside edge of our right hand. Good, breathe here. You can either be stable or still here, or you can take some rocks. Just see what feels good into your hips. Good, come back into stillness, plant your hands, and let's shift back into three-legged downward facing dog. Right foot up. Good. Drop your right foot back down to the mat and switch sides. Inhale your left foot up, come high up onto your right toes, and then when you're steady, step your left foot to the outside edge of your left hand. Once again, you can take some rocks here, or you can just find stability. Good, three-legged downward facing dog. Left foot up towards the sky. Good, let's drop both feet down to the mat, downward facing dog. From here, we're gonna roll forward into high plank, shoulders over your wrists. Let's drop through the elbows. We're gonna lower Chaturanga Dandasana and push back into high plank. Drop your pelvis down to the mat, untuck your toes. Keep rooting down here through your feet. Bring your gaze towards your right toes. Good, inhale back through center. Gaze towards your left. Good, plant your hands, tuck your toes and shift back, downward facing dog. Okay, this time, roll forward into high plank. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Tap it, and then shift back, downward facing dog. Roll forward, high plank, left knee, left elbow. Downward facing dog. Good, let's do a few more on each side. Come forward with the right knee. Downward facing dog. Come forward with the left. Down dog. Last time around. And back. And last time. And back. Good, we're gonna come into high plank. So shoulders over your wrists, heels over your toes. And again, push the mat away from you. So fill up your upper back and really, really connect to that long line of the core. We're gonna take a few breaths here. And probably hold a little longer than you want to. Good. Keep steady here. We're gonna hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Drop your pelvis down into the mat, but keep your toes tucked under. Good, so we're in some form of an upward facing dog. Now from here, we're gonna push back into high plank. Good, inhale, exhale, drop your pelvis, keep your toes tucked. Good, so same movement 4 more times. Inhale back up into high plank, and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Last 2. And last one. Good, this time, let's lower all the way down onto the belly. Walk your forearms out in front of you for Sphinx posture. So your arms are parallel with one another. Good, take a breath here, slow down the breath. So let's close our eyes, feel your feet into the mat, feel your hands into the mat. Good, now let's move back into the core. So from here, you're gonna tuck your toes and we're gonna push into this variation of our high plank, but staying onto your forearms. Good. So try not to sag through the bum here. Lift everything up. Strong, strong hand through the core. Find your center line. The legs are even activated and engaged here. Good. We're gonna keep breathing. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, very good, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do 5 taps down with our pelvis. So drop your pelvis and inhale, let's come back up. Good. Let's drop for 4 and back up. 3 and back up. Last 2 and last 1. Good. Let's drop the pelvis, untuck your toes, Sphinx posture. So when we're in Sphinx posture, you want to pull your chest forward and through. Good. Settle down the breath. Become really, really present here. Good. Let's lower the chest. Walk your hands back. Tuck your toes. Let's push back into high plank. Good. Drop your pelvis, untuck your toes, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's bring our gaze forward. Let's jump all the way through onto our seat. Okay. Now, a couple of final postures here. So toes are laid onto the mat, arms are out in front of us. What I want you to do here is start to shift your weight back, but don't curl into the lower back. Really strong here, keep lifting. We inhale through center and exhale. We tap our fingertips to the right side of the mat. Inhale draws us back up and exhale down. Now if you want to add on a little bit of a challenge here, you lift your toes. Good, so I want you to move with your breath. Try not to move too quickly or we really lose the control here. Beautiful. Keep steady into that breath. In and out through the nose. Really connect to that inner strength that you have here. Keep it out of the hip flexors. Keep it down to the low abs. Good. Let's do 2 more each side. Last one, come through center, and we're gonna lower and hover. Good. Good, inhale, come back up. Good. So shaking is fine there. Grab onto your knees, wrap your arms around them, sit up nice and tall. Good. Let's draw the soles of the feet together. Let your knees flop out wide. Maybe rocking from side to side, really working deep into the pelvis here. And whatever you do, just don't lose that connection to your breath. So fill your entire body with your inhales and draw you back to center with your exhales. Good, let's roll up nice and tall. Draw your knees together. Let's lie flat onto our back. Okay, so one final exercise here. Bring your legs up towards the sky. Curl your toes like they're wrapping around a bar. Good. Now instead of keeping your arms by your side, let's bring our arms up. Tops of the hand pressing down into the mat. And inhale, reach up as high as you can. And then exhale, start to lower your toes just to the point where you start to lose the engagement with your back. Good. And inhale back up. So as you're here, drop your ribs down. Engage already through the core. And then start to lower. And back up. Good. Lower. And back up. Good. Let's do 4 more. So small movements, but with the right structure, the right alignment, the intensity is there. Last 2. And last one. Good. Feet come flat onto the mat. Inhale your right leg straight up towards the sky. Arms come out long. And then let's drop everything over to the left side. Good. Gaze can come over your right fingertips. Take a breath. Exhale. Good. Let's draw back up through center. Switch sides. Left leg up towards the sky. Drop everything over towards the right. Gaze over towards your left fingertips. Good. Draw everything back up. And then let's come to lay flat onto our back. Let's place our hands onto our belly, roll your shoulders onto your back, and let's move into some deep belly breaths. So on your inhale, fill up your belly, push into your hands. And with your exhale, drop your belly towards your spine. Okay, 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Good. Let's draw our knees in, rock ourselves back up onto our seat. Sit up nice and tall. Let's take a moment here. Let's bring our hands in front of heart center. Let's take 3 deep breaths back into the body. Feeling our sit bones onto the mat. The spine is tall. And then very gently opening your eyes. You are all done. Thank you very much, everyone. Namaste.